A shimmer in the fabric of the cosmos lights the way. He steps out from the multiverse. The nexus is his door. A legend whispered on a billion planets and a million more. He holds a glass, a liquid sun, a smile both sharp and kind. The one who brings the party and leaves no villain left behind. They call him Tequila Man, a legend for the ages. From the spotlight's glare to the panda's lair, he turns history's pages. He'll fight for what is right. Across the stars he'll roam. Tequila Man, the hero who will always bring you home. Some say he's just a phantom. Some say he's just a myth. A cosmic, joyful wanderer to share a cocktail with. But when the fleets of
Yo, what is up, Calculator? I got it right for once. What's up, Scrawls?
the myth becomes a warrior to strike the armies dead. A hero's strength, a gentle heart, he'll tear the universe apart. To keep the black and white from harm, a true and living work of art. They call him Tequila Man, a legend for the ages. From the spotlight's glare to the panda's lair, he turns history's pages. He'll fight for what is right. Across the stars he'll roam. Tequila Man, the hero who will always bring you home. And when the fight is over, when the final shot is fired, he'll build a golden tower for the weary and the tired. He'll pour a drink for everyone and tell them with
Sorry, give me 1 second. Another
the greatest celebration
phone call. Sorry. We are good. Hey, Panda, enjoying the food. Oh, enjoying the enjoying the food weather. I was really confused for a second there. Enjoying the good weather. I am personally not. Oop, did not mean to do that. I just exited out of my music. So we'll restart the playlist. All right. Sorry, a little discombobulated this morning, even though it is 1 o'clock. So we are not enjoying the good weather right this moment. However, after stream, we are planning on leaving the house. There is a festival that we are planning on heading to
cosmos lights the way.
with the family.
He steps out from the multiverse. The nexus is his door.
Trying to think of what to do here.
Whispered on a billion planets
I think we take those 2 levels there
and a million more.
and store level.
Glass, a liquid sun, a smile
We gotta get set up for this tourney. I completely forgot to grab a bracket last night, which I normally do, but we do not have a bracket currently. And
they call him Tequila
we will be doing that as soon as I finish getting everything set up. Nice. I hope you enjoyed the time out with the family. Yeah, so I'm pretty busy during the week, and I'm like, we live an hour away from my my office, so I have a lot of driving, and like if I work till 5 o'clock, which is pretty typical, then I'm not getting home until like 6 or 6:30 without having eaten dinner. So and that's like on a normal earlier day. So depending on the day and everything going on, I'm not home until, let's just say 7 o'clock or whatever, and then we still got to eat dinner. So we don't get to do too much together during the week. So we typically try to have some family time for the weekend. All right. Yeah, rough life of a working pops. Yeah, sure is. But you gotta do what you gotta do. It is what it is. Alright, we are gonna go ahead and throw on, wait. Cards are right. Modules are right. And we will throw off subbing. Alright, here we go. Now we're good to go. Let's hope for not a crazy bracket this week. That's what we're wanting. Okay, Zero's gonna beat us. Golden Master will probably beat us. Sethor is gonna beat us. Come on now. And GG beats us. Okay, great. So far, half of the people in this bracket already are gonna beat me. But yeah, it's fun. We got a lot going on, but at the same time, I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot in my life. Actually, with being as busy as we have been and everything lately, I've been being extremely lazy. And I started working out again for the first time day before yesterday. So I've been feeling pretty good. We also have the baby account today, which I finally have revived. Did I put on my health regen card? Yes, I have almost 5 trillion regen now. We do have the health regen card on. Thank you, Callie. I know that needs a reminder, unfortunately. What's up, New? How are you doing, buddy? Same old, that's nice. Funny, you hope for not a crazy bracket. I grabbed one last night at 4 a.m. and guess what? For a champs bracket, 28 out of the 30 are Legends players. That is unfortunate. I'm very sorry to hear that. I'm curious if the bracket's populated now. 26, okay. That's most of the people. Okay, so there's 2 people we should beat. Okay, yeah. 20, oh wait, no, 21, 5,000, whoever that was. Okay, there's 3. 4. Should be good there. It's all fucky. 5, that's good. So we should stay no problem. Who's the Emperor thinking they can use my panda skin? Those posers. There we go, 0. That guy's gonna wax me. Wait, there's 2 zeros in here? Hang on, where'd he go? Where's user at? Okay. This guy's over here named User with a base skin. I'm still yo-yoing. I think that I'm finally at the point of no longer yo-yoing a crazy amount. That's a cool little skin there. Hypnotoad. I drank it and I cleaned the cup up. It's on the sink. Okay, honestly, I think that this is like a comfy bracket as far as staying. I don't know for sure, but it should be. I think I'll stay in Legends for the first time with my bracket. 24th is wave 210. Ooh, that's nice. It is a good bracket for staying in Cali. About how much are you going now in Legends? But yeah, I think I'm finally at the top end of yo-yoing. Like, I shouldn't drop any more. Even like last tournament was a pretty bad bracket. I needed 501 or 499 or something like that to stay, and I did stay. So I think that I'm finally at the top end of the yo-yo where I shouldn't really fall out outside of an absolutely horrendous bracket. Congrats, Callie, in advance. Yeah, congratulations, Callie. That is awesome. But how many waves are you going now in Legends? Last two were wave 1778 in champs and 366 in Legends. Damn, dude, 366 is nothing to scoff at. Like, it's crazy with all of the inflation that we've been having here lately, especially like with V28 pushing up the waves. But 366 is really good for Legends, and I feel like most brackets, I feel like you're gonna be pretty good to stay around that level. So like, feel like you're still in that yo-yo, but you're on the way out of it, and you're getting really close to not being in the yo-yo anymore. I only got 174 waves, but getting closer. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy the amount of waves that Legend, like, obviously my last bracket was really bad, but 500 waves to stay is just insane. But like I said, that was a terrible bracket, like one of the worst you could have asked for. .366 is good. I only got 294 last Legends tournament. Yeah. I feel like around 300 is where, like, the start of you truly do belong in Legends now. Like where you're at, Scrawls, pretty much. Where more often than not, I feel like you're gonna start. If you get a good bracket, you're gonna be staying. And I mean, yeah, it sucks. Like, it's still part of the yo-yo, but I mean, it's a pretty good spot to be in. And as you start making more and more, then you'll just slowly creep that up a little bit, and you will actually just be staying every tournament. I'm really curious now how many tournaments I didn't have regen in for. I cannot believe that. Alright, I'm trying to tweak this because it's bothering me. It's like 1 pixel off. I joined the bracket last night and wanted to wait until I finish HR plus level 6 before and wall region 21 in a few hours before running. I feel like if you're getting another level of regen and wall regen, then yeah, you should definitely be able to stay with that 200 and whatever you said it was, 210. So yeah, I feel like you'll definitely get that, especially you went 366 last tournament. I'm assuming from your labs that you're running EHP, so those are gonna be crazy. Sadly, I keep getting crappy brackets, lol. It tried to follow me into champs this tournament, but I'm sure I can get top 3 this tournament despite all the Legends players. To be fair, Scrawls, you are also one of those Legends players. I feel like I'm still off by about a pixel, but I don't know. I feel like it's close. Better than it was. That was really bothering me. I feel like it's better now. Yeah, typically I grab a bracket the night before. It was just last night I got done editing that video and I fell asleep in my chair and I completely forgot to grab a bracket. Ooh, 2% tower health, that's nice. That'll actually help. Don't tell them that I'm still just a little guy pretending to be a champs guy through and through. No, dude, you need to intimidate the competition. Tell them I'm a Legends player up in here, and then they will be scared and do worse. That's the trick. You come in there with confidence, and then you'll scare them off. I'm a sleeper assassin, a tank shape assassin. Yeah. tank shape is very good for the ergonomics and the aerodynamics. When people click on your profile scrolls, they see Legends, and that's all they care about. I'm actually curious now, what do we get? What do we get when it comes to Death Wave health now? Exactly, nice and discreet too. Oh. You got the sport model of the tank though, right? Yeah, there you go. With those two regen labs complete, it'll increase my health regen in tournaments by 17% from 45.6 trillion to 53.5 trillion. That's a lot. That's a big difference. LMAO Bugatti Assassin tank, built for stealth and pure damage, the perfect sleeper tower. What's up, Griffin? How are you doing, buddy? How'd your tournament go if you've ran so far? My tower is like a tank, like it's like a heavy main battle tank, but with a with a light machine gun on the top. You know, something that's gonna maybe do a little something, but nothing to anything that actually matters.
Commanders barking, giving orders, breaking through all the borders. Saboteurs, sneaky sly, but nothing gets past his eyes. Got the singularity, a powerful force, setting floods on his destructive course. Margarita in his hand, cool and bright, ending darkness with his light. They think they're strong, they think they're fast.
You got a tough bracket. I might stay in Legends with almost 400. That is, yeah. Unfortunately, that is, I feel like, becoming more and more common, the roughly 400 required for Legends. What's up, Graham? How are you doing? How's your tournament performance looking? Personally, I don't really know. I think that I'm gonna pretty comfortably stay. Like, I don't know what the bracket's gonna end up looking like, but there's at least 5 people that I should be beating pretty comfortably, just from like glancing through the people's stuff. So I should be good to stay, no problem. I don't know for sure. We shall see. So we'll check out the bracket here after this run, and we'll determine what's going to happen from there. At Scrawls, I'm thinking the urban assault vehicle, an armored and armored Winnebago. Armed and armored Winnebago from the movie Stripes. Hold up. I gotta pull this up now. Hang on, I'll get this pulled up here in just a second. Really do need to focus on power instead of econ. I feel like I should be punching much further in tournaments than I am. I feel like that kind of happens for everybody. Like, it's a balancing game. You have to prioritize econ a certain bit, and then once you get to a point where you feel like you're happy, then you should focus on your tournament performance for a little bit. And that's kind of where I'm at too. I have been focusing on econ for the majority of my tower, and then when I got to the point where I was kind of yo-yoing in Legends, I felt like it was worth spending basically a month focusing on power. And like, I got to the point where I felt like I was comfortably affording masteries with where I was econ wise. I was able to still put a little bit into my workshop while affording 1 mastery full time. And then from there, that's when I started focusing on power. Also, here we go. There's your armored Winnebago. And then just randomly there's a tank shell on the top of it. But yeah, I feel like there's always this balancing game of which one should you focus on. And that's partially why I like EHP as much as I do, is they're almost one and the same. Like, obviously there's still a lot more. There's a lot more that you can do with just in general, like you can it's not necessarily one and the same, but it is at the same time. Like with damage, you're really focusing on damage, whereas with EHP, a lot of the times you can focus purely EHP, both labs and stones, while also progressing your tournament performance a little bit. And that's, but then again, I mean, that also, it depends on where you're at, because at a certain point, everything is everything in a way. Like, pushing yourself further in runs are going to give you both more econ, but then also give you more tournament performance, and vice versa is true, where more econ is going to let you build your tower better, which then will let you do both further. I love it. Add a tank tube to shoot the massive shells and we got a winner.
Beginnings, a single small post, to cannons and lasers, a powerful host. He gathers the gold with a masterful hand, upgrading defenses across a whole land. Oh, tower idle defense, the strategy's key, and Tequila Man's here for all eyes to see. Waves crashing down, a relentless display.
See, I'm more like a main battle tank with the cannon taken off, and then you just got some dude sitting on the top with a pistol. It's crazy how much of a difference regen makes. I was losing my wall sometime around here, like before 300 waves. Now I'm still looking pretty solid at 279, so crazy. LOL, the image is sad. Panda sounds like a discount tank, LOL. Well, that's the thing. My tower is basically a tank, but with no gun. It's like an armored troop carrier, pretty much. That is what my tower is. What disco run are you doing, Graham? Fuck the mosquitoes found me. It's time to change spots. I hate mosquitoes, dude. They're terrible.
In the silence after fire, only whispers.
Forgot my zapper in the hometown. You traveling? You always ruin my time up north. What you doing up north?
One more toast to their name. Tequila man.
Yeah. Yep. No, hang on. I'm checking. I'm so glad we don't get many mosquitoes. Where you at? Where you are at? We, I'm in North Carolina, and we get them terribly. 4560. Honey. 4560. Okay.
Golden Tower
I'll be honest, I haven't been watching at all. Where we? I didn't want to run again.
From the rooftop of eternity, he sees the stars align. A hero made of rugged fire and battles lost to time. He pours a shot for
I'm sorry. My wife had me looking at something. I'm just completely distracted there. All right, let's see. Went up to the mountains for the weekend. I work with the mentally deficient violent patients at night, so I really need a nice metal space and normally go up north to unwind. My wife keeps talking about moving to the south, and I'm like, but bugs and humidity. Yeah, dude, it's bad.
He fights with light, he fights with sound, with missiles made of flame, but always keeps the heart of one. The panda calls his name. The havoc bringer strikes the chord. The crowd erupts in cheer.
Eastern slope of Colorado has basically no humidity, and it's cold. Cold glad the year. Half the year. Okay, cold half the year. We get them every now and then, but in general, you don't have to worry about them unless you're in heavy tree or lake. Yeah, so they typically like water, like standing water. and we have a pond on our land, so it's just we will have them year round. Now I will say my wife just got some guineas, which is like a type of bird, and they're gonna free range on the property, and apparently they help a ton with any kind of bugs, including ticks and stuff, which is really nice because like we have goats and emu and stuff, and they can be bad about getting ticks, and this year has been apparently really bad, like historically. So it's pretty good that we are doing that. Hopefully they can keep them down. Yeah, I got a pond section at my lake. Yeah, that's probably why you've got mosquitoes as bad as you do, Skrells. I feel like they're pretty bad everywhere. It's just it also depends on the temperament, because like North Carolina is hot for a good majority of the year, so we get a ton of mosquitoes.
Spotlights burning bright tonight. Raise your glass, the vibe feels right. Smart missiles rain inside the game, but the party goes its
But yeah, anytime you've got any pond or lake or anything, then you're gonna have mosquitoes. For the most part. I mean, if you're somewhere that it's really cold most of the year, then maybe not, but even then, you're probably still gonna have some mosquitoes. My little pooch got a tick this year already. Never had any on any of your dogs, 25 years. So what's funny is we have gotten like ticks and stuff like at my old house and stuff, and somehow we haven't actually gotten any. Actually, Panda, I got a game-related question. Anytime, buddy. Game-related questions are always welcome. If y'all couldn't tell, I like talking about the tower a little too much, so anytime you have something about the tower, feel free. It doesn't matter what the conversation currently is, game questions are always priority. Chain lightning. Ooh, okay. Chain lightning's not allowed in this chat, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm debating getting the Chain Lightning Plus. It's a very developed Chain Lightning. So it doesn't really matter how developed your Chain Lightning is as far as damage is concerned, only the chance and the quantity when it comes to Chain Lightning Plus. Chain Lightning Plus is really, really strong even for EHP players because so let's look at mine. If you look at my damage blocked amount, I've blocked 35Q rounding up with defense percent, 43Q for Flamebot, and Chain Thunder I've already blocked 2Q. And that's with Smite level 2. So if I took it to Smite level 4, then that number would be insanely higher. But it's really, really strong. Smite is very good. It does percentage-based health damage, so it does not matter how much or how little, in my case, damage that you have built. It will always be good. It scales with enemy waves because it's percentage-based health. So, like, it's not like enemies can scale up out of it. And then also, it pairs with the Chain Thunder Lab really, really well. And then also, if you use Lightning Amp Scatter and you do have some damage built, then it's actually really good too because you'll be able to build up your scatter faster. You got a Pachyosaurus? Mhm. What? What? Did it sting you? I have no idea.
Shades of blue. Oh, we sing again. Forever
Okay, sorry. I'm debating getting. Does it make a difference to research the Thunder Lab? Is the Chain Lightning Plus more efficient or worth it to just keep the next 763 stones to level it up again? I don't fully understand what you're asking there. Does it make a difference to research the Thunder Lab? Is the Chain Lightning Plus more efficient or worth it? I don't fully understand what you're trying to ask there. I'm more HP than damage oriented as a hybrid. Both my Chronofield Plus and Golden Tower Plus need 1,300 stones each. What level is your Chronofield Plus? Because I don't know the costs of it, but I want to say that Chronofield Plus you're supposed to get up to like level 3 or 4 is the first breakpoint, if I remember correctly. I don't fully know though. Alright, Golden Tower Plus is level 8. That's a good spot to be at. Oh my lord. Go show your mommy. Yeah, your penguin jammies. He's currently... Chronofield Plus is level 7. Okay, Chronofield level 7 is really good. So Ollie Baby Panda, he's got a sweatshirt that is probably 6 months to a year from being too big for him. As in, it is too big for him. He will grow into it in probably 6 months to a year. He has it turned upside down with his feet through the head, with it backwards, so the hood is resting on his feet, and he's got it up to his like belly, a little past his belly, and so he's walking around saying, "I got my penguin jammies on." These are my only Ultimate Weapon Plus, and I want to unlock a new one. So if you're wanting to unlock a new one, then I would definitely recommend Smite. Even if you're planning on staying damage, if you're planning on moving more towards the hybrid, or sorry, staying EHP, if you're planning on moving more towards the hybrid, which it sounds like you already are running, or if you're planning on running Glass Cannon, the percentage-based health damage will always be good. And so long as you're running any form of defense percent, or... Oh shit, we just lost the wall. So long as you're running any form of defense percent or anything like that, then it will benefit you to run Chain Thunder Labs as well, to pair with the thing. And if you look on the defense guys, video that we just posted on Zephyr's channel, there is a chart there that has the recommended level for each of. Sorry, the recommended level for each of. Am I gonna die here? Yep, I died. We'll take it. 444, that's fine. Just like I said, I don't think there's any chance I lose these. Sani might come up and beat me. Are any of these people sleeper is the question. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, we're safe. Oh wait, 444. We're gonna beat Golden Bastard. It hasn't updated yet. So, but yeah, there's a good graphic in the video. I'm pretty sure he posted it whenever we were talking about Smite, and it tells you what level of Chain Thunder you need, or whatever level of Smite you have, to maximize that bonus. But that extra defense, or whatever you want to call it, defense percent basically, is really nice. It sounded cute, huh? Yeah, he's hilarious.
But we've come too far now, there's too much at stake. Hold the line, don't let it break. Every move's a chance we take. From the ground up, we defend. This tower stands till the very end. Wave after wave, we never fold. Through fire, stone, and hearts of gold.
We gotta hurry and get to farming, because I need to be able to start the next level of Second Wind Mastery ASAP. Actually, there we go. We'll just do that.
Every tower we placed, every risk we ran, built this legend together, every single man. Hold the line, don't let it break. Every move's a chance we take. From the ground up, we defend.
So second Wind Mastery will go to level 8 in 2 hours, and then it'll go start the last level there. The mods are set back up. That's good. And then nice wave count, 444. Yeah. We are getting somewhere. We are finally, hopefully we are completely out of the ping pong era. I think I'm going to farm for the rest of the day. And then maybe tonight when I get home, or tomorrow, we'll start doing some more dissonant runs. I want to try to get tier 13 finished out. I was close with Ultimate Weapons last time, and I think with pushing everything else up now, I should be able to get that. So I want to push T13 Ultimate Weapons, even though we're close there. And then I'll probably try tier 14 for all 3 of them. Did you confirm that the only reason you were dropping out of Legends League was because of region card? I didn't confirm it necessarily, new, but I think that was the case. I don't know for sure, but I think that was the case, new, because and we can look at it here. So like here, I went Like, okay. Pretty consistently since V28. I don't remember when V28 was. But for... Like, I went 230 here. And then this next tournament, I went 80 waves, 183, which I think I might not have ran this one, actually. So ignore this one. But yeah, 183, and then I went 445. So this was a good one. I probably did run this one good. But then 126, 156, 218, 268, 3, 268, 296, 329, 446. So this one was a good one. But then for whatever reason, I put in the card and I got 501. So I'm not really sure. Like, that's a big jump. 50 extra waves is a lot. So I don't know for sure. But, I mean, to go from 300 to 446, like, I really don't know what was going on there. But it very likely was that I just didn't have the region card. I really don't know. So, I don't know if it was the region card or what, but I do know that I was losing the wall around 200 waves, maybe 3, and then now I lose it closer to like 4. I really don't know. We're gonna just blame it on that though, and say it was only that. It's gonna make me feel better at night. So we're gonna blame Tech Tree on that one, for letting me take the region card off. But I'm saving up right now, Scrawls. I'm currently saving up to get my Chronofield Plus. That is my next Stone Click. I have Smite level 2, which I do want that up to level 4 ASAP. And then I have Golden Tower at level 6. And then that's it. Finally, my lab speed lab started researching level 99. Oh my god, this hell is almost over. Just now. Hell yeah, congrats, girls. But I am gonna have to get out of here. I'm gonna, like I said, I think I'm gonna do farming runs for today, and then tomorrow I'll probably try those dissonant runs that I was missing. And then whenever I'm done with those dissonant runs, I will finally respec and go back to the 90-meter Devo. This damage is, I think, hurting my econ a good little bit, and I will be glad to post that whenever I respec. So we shall see. But I appreciate all of you coming and hanging out. Good luck in your tournaments. Good luck in your placements. And just remember, guys, it's a good day to have a great day.
When worlds are lost and heroes fall,